Alright guys, Jedi here for part 2. I'm trying to make these as quick as possible. Right now is a time when I need to make a decision on whether or not I am going to keep the King Arms Gbbr or I'm going to sell it. 2, whether or not if I sell it, should I go ahead and go with a standard flat black on the buffer tube and do away with this aluminum-ish look. Now, I have to admit, you've heard me say it, that it makes it look more realistic than any other body out there because of this coloration. But here's the problem. This is not the color of the actual metal. This is. See that silver? Which means what, class? It means once I try to go back and touch this up, I'm going to have to find a perfect paint color to match that, and that's going to be damn near impossible to do. I can go with a flat anodized black color like this, and being that the body is stamped and deeply etched and not laser etched, that means I can hang on to these really cool trades. So what I'm considering is just going with the powder coat black look and go from there and let it match up with everything else. But that also means that the upper is going to have to be done as well. And if I sell it, then, you know, it'll be a nicer gun. And why would it be nicer? Because when it comes time to touch up these scratches like that right there, it's going to be easier for the end user to do, less of a headache, and I think they'll be more happy with it. So what I think I'm going to do before I go any further is to take my armorer's wrench, take this buffer tube off, take the grip off, and run it out to the shop, clean it up with some rubbing alcohol, and hit it with some flat black before I do anything else to put any more parts in here. So let's look down in here. What have I done? I have removed the trigger assembly, and I have removed the sear. This is the King Arms factory sear, and it is aluminum. Do not let the color of the material fool you. Where's my magnet? Because you can tell that these are not. Okay. Now, in top of this trigger assembly, you will see the new sear, and it is steel. Why is it black here and shiny here? Well, because they are the exact same dimensions as the regular ones, but with the steel, it's a little bit rougher on this section, and when you sit it down in the trigger, it doesn't want to spring back and forth. So what I did was I took my Dremel, as you can tell, I've worn down my sanding head there, and I just went over it flat-sided, just taking a little bit at a time down, like sanding it until I got that finish down where it was slick enough and shiny enough and just thin enough to where it would sit in there and ride nicely up and down like it's supposed to. And let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Okay, here is the original part, and you'll see what I mean. See how it just very easily goes like that, up and down, no problems, not a lot of wobbling around. Now, hold on. This is the new SHS steel part. See how it just goes in there nice and easy? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. If you guys do not want a gas blowback rifle that you have to, or you're going to want to upgrade, or that you're going to want to make stronger, faster, harder, like most of us gas players do that have been playing with strictly gas guns for a long time. And I cannot impress this upon you more. There is a huge, massive difference between a gas blowback pistol and a gas blowback rifle. Alright? Any guy will tell you that has teched and tuned these guns. There is a huge difference. They're not hard. You got this small amount of parts right here. They're easy once you take it apart to put it back together. So don't let it scare you. But all the different aftermarket manufacturers of parts, they may be cut and CNC'd out, or they may be molded into the same size as the original part is. But there might be just little things, little snags that you come across that you're going to have a Dremel. $40, pick one up if you're going to run gas. If not, then buy the KWA LM4 and never change anything in it. Never change anything in it until they come out with parts like RA Tech and stuff that is made specifically for that gun. Okay? Or learn how to tech it, learn how to take care of it, and have fun with it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end part 2 right here, and then I'm going to see about getting this lower taken apart and getting this paint scheme done. And then I might do it, I might not. I may later just decide to do it. I don't know. But for right now, we're going to do this and then go on with it.